Hi everyone, so I want to share insight as to what I'm sharing on my social media. So as you know, I have posted about the things that I'm experiencing. It's probably the greatest injustice you've ever heard of. So I just want to give Americans more deeper insight as to what is actually happening. So my mother, I'm gonna call Terry, she goes by Nicki. She was attacked by a woman who was going after her jewelry. I do remember the neighborhood which we lived in, 95th and Wallace. This woman was known to be like the person in the neighborhood that stirs up issues. So she came to attack my mom for her jewelry while me and my brother was sitting in the front yard with my mom. I think I was like playing in the grass. But my mom was fighting this person and she actually grabbed the weapon, which was an axe, and she did slice this person's neck. So now my mom, she actually did pursue a rap career. She was defending herself, so it was self-defense. I was a little girl, probably like 2 or 3, but my mom did pursue a rap career. She didn't end up being a rapper, but she did invest in my brother's potential and desire to be a rapper. My mom and my dad, Gerald, did set up him an entire studio, and my brother did teach me a little bit of the piano. I had piano class in 7th grade after he taught me, and him and my sister Crystal, they used to make music all the time. So my mom clearly did have a desire to be a rapper and involved in the music industry, but Nicki Minaj has used my mom's character as her stage presence. And more than just that, I can see that she tried to like use the attitude of the women in my family as her real personality. She is a foreigner, so clearly this is not, this American, Black American woman sort of persona is not her true identity. And I think beyond that, her and other foreign artists have thought it was okay to look at my family as a stereotype, even though we are very innocent people, and have tried to degrade us by targeting and stalking and preying in our lives to create hardship or try to incriminate us, whatever. Meanwhile, they're the criminals, they're the foreigners that don't have identity. I can clearly see that they've thought they can take over our bloodline, and it's not happening. So in this case, I want everybody to see that I am experiencing a huge injustice. They have literally done the worst things, hoping that I become a criminal. Clearly, this transgender thing, this girl, this man who is having a woman's body through surgery has preyed on me since I was a young girl. They have literally stalked me, and what they are insinuating is that the crime that they have committed, they were intending to frame me for. I monitor my identity, so I do make sure that there is no identity theft going on, but that is what they insinuate, that they have tried to frame me for crime. I ended up working in the finance industry from 2016 to 2022, and I really enjoyed building my career. I had no idea that a scammer who is a transgender and other scammers were preying on me or watching my life or invading my career to steal money. What I can see is that once I started working at Todd's company, he became involved with these criminals, and he also thought that he could allow them. This is what it seems like to me. So allegedly, he allowed them to use his company to access the United States Treasury because we do loan funding. My job there was a loan processor. So they accessed the United States Treasury through his company. And again, he didn't just think that he could frame me, he thought they would take my life, that I would die. I am alive and well, even though they're still targeting me today, but I have various lawsuits created against him and his transgender that I am going to pick up. I want you guys to see how they have literally had this girl that went to middle school with me. She was literally piss poor when I first hung with her as an adult, and I didn't know it right away, but that's what she opened up and told me, and I helped her get a job. her first time being in a professional environment, and this is what she comes to do. She has tried to mimic what Nicki Minaj has done to my mom and try to use all of the government technology that they can find to oppress my life while she pretend that she's living my life as if she didn't have her own job and I have my own job and I pay my rent, I pay my car, I fund my business, I live out my dreams, and she have her own separate life. She is acting as if she's living my life, and I have found that Nicki Minaj has done the same thing to my mom. I do believe that Nicki Minaj has wanted to interfere with my family being known because no one ever told us that Nicki Minaj was living as if she's my mom, but she is, and she has tried to work really hard so that I don't be known. I know a lot of people thought, like, growing up that I would become a model. I actually never was, like, settled on being a model. I did say that I would be involved in the fashion sector and especially owning fashion stores, which I did launch Gleam Noir. They destroyed everything I had going for myself through lies, through stealing money from the treasury, giving people homes, cars, money, jobs, all sorts of opportunity, and degrading me with total lies, all behind my back that I didn't know about. So I want you guys to see the injustice here. Not only are they telling people all of these lies about me, having their scammers follow me, all of these things, they actually have a woman on social media mocking every little thing I do, recreating it, because they have stolen money from the treasury at my former employer. And this former employer is literally leeching onto my life as if he owned me and I don't even work at his company anymore. It is never okay because I have never had any sort of relationship with this person. Like, it's not okay. But see how this woman attacked my mom and my mom defended herself. Although she used the axe, like that's the weapon she used, but she defended herself. And they have brought another woman, and it's so crazy because Angeline literally looks like the woman a bit. She kind of looks like the woman that attacked my mom. It's just so crazy that they would bring this woman to do all of these things to me, and what they hope is that I act out like my mom. I found Angeline address this past week. I'm not going to act out like my mom. I am actually going to do another lawsuit. Angeline is going to go to jail for what she did. I don't know where that woman is that my mom did, but Angeline is going to jail for what she did. All of this stuff is not okay. And it's not okay that they look at Black people as stereotypes and think that they can, degrade us to the point that we do what they want us to do with our lives. No, I'm going to do what I have authority to do. And I have all power over everything that they could possibly come up with. As you can see, it has been 5 years and they have nothing new to say. So I have not become who they've hoped I become. Another injustice, they have told, this allegedly, they've told everybody everywhere I go that they can do scams and that they are not going to get in trouble. And what I can see is that they hope that I become vulnerable enough to scam just like them so that they can finally have something to incriminate me for. So I'm clearly just not involved in crime. I'm clearly a woman of justice at that. I'm clearly a professional woman who did take my career serious. My career did not start at Todd's company, but clearly he was the gullible employer who would allow people to overtake his company and steal money from the United States government because he's just that confident that no one cares about a Black woman's life. I am very loved and nobody is going to do this to me. So I just want everybody to be aware of this. Look at all of these injustices. Just like that woman tried to attack my mom and steal her jewelry, they have this girl literally trying to live my life. And not just that, she's using government technology to stalk me like a hog night and day. Like, what would ever give you this? Like, what would ever make her worthy of all of this? Like, no human being would live this way. She's so disgusting. Then at that, they have people scamming and telling them that they can get away with scamming, that it's okay to scam because they're just hoping that I give in to it too so that they can finally have a reason to incriminate me. Meanwhile, I don't know a scammer. I you know, they brought all of this disgusting, dirty, trashy shit into my life that I'm not even into. And it's like, I'm not even interested in that. I'm not interested in stealing. I've always been interested in working hard for the results. That's what is good to me. I don't see any benefit in just stealing money, and I just would feel like a nobody. Like, and that's not okay. And that's just another thing they're doing. And then they have thought that they can frame me for whatever sort of crimes they've committed. They have told all of the world lies about me that's actually true about them behind my back. They're basically strangers. Like, I don't know these people. I'm only just now finding out that this Ariana Fletcher is a transgender, even though I already peeped that that was not their name. So I want all of you Americans to be aware of this. Look at exactly what they're actually doing, and look at how weak and low vibrational they actually are. And watch me get justice over this all. Now look at this person, Angeline Abby, who is doing just what Nicki Minaj did to my mom behind our backs. This is what she's doing to my face and all Americans to see. She is a foreigner. She is African. She comes from East Africa. She went to my middle school, Southwood, and her family was very poor. I didn't talk to her again until I was an adult. I was like 25 in 2018, and she didn't have anything. It was late 2018. I have already like had a well-established career, so I did help her get a job, and it seems like right away she went against me. So this is her mimicking everything that I've done in my life. Most of my pictures are old, but even the things that I do till this day, she posts pictures online copying what I'm doing for everybody to see. Like, you have to be some sort of complete fool. This is what they're creating. She's living just like that person that tried to attack my mom, but she's using government technology to attack an American woman. I worked really hard for who I was.